It's a very good filter for me to figure out what the truth is. You know, this COVID business, when you look at statistics and you know all of the statistics, it's easier to get to a better feeling of what's really going on. And by the way, everything changes all the time, right? Every moment in time changes. So your results are changing all the time. And most of us that's where the internet's going crazy right now, is that it can't keep up with reality, right?
I think yeah, absolutely.
Getting the hits, right? And commercialism as far as trying to sell news, it can't keep up with what's going on. It's a
really
crazy,
going
yeah.
on.
So to me, getting back to what I said in the beginning, is that's the awakening. That's people just like it's all of these things coming together, where we're going to have to process this in a new way. You know, that's why I'm relying on somebody like Elon Musk. He's way smarter than
Well, you know what? He's focused. He's got a drive. He said, "This is what we're doing. We're pushing forward. Let's go."
Maybe that's why he's pushing to get to Mars so quick.
It's so obvious when he says, you know, like terraforming Mars, or it's that part of the conversation. That's statistics, where if we only have one place to live, and a meteor hits us, or we blow ourselves up. Right? There's so many different variables.
You need to have portfolio diversity, AJ.
Exactly. It's so many variables to destroy this world if you just leave it to us stupid humans. Right? So getting to break to another planet and increasing our odds of survival.
Yeah.
Makes so much sense.
Okay,
it's not even funny.
So Adam, AJ, sorry. Who are you going to put up there? Who are you going to put on Mars to be a representative of the gene pool?
I asked you guys, and I forgot your answer though, so that's good. Did you see this show Mars on Netflix?
No.
You got to watch it.
Okay,
it's really good.
It's sci-fi, and we love sci-fi.
It's
so yes,
it's half documentary, half sci-fi.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it's fascinating, and it got me to start thinking about Mars, like in ways that I never could before.
Okay, is there some like alien machine inside of the mountains that you can?
No, it's all
open your mind. You put your hand on it and turn it on, and twist like that.
No, it's all based.
It's
all based on
makes
science.
all the ice crystals come up.
It's really, really good.
Total Recall, bro. Yes. Total Recall, bro.
In a nutshell, I don't. Should we say that there's this is a spoiler? In case somebody wants to watch
Spoiler
it, don't
alert.
watch this part of
Jorge loves
right
to say
now.
spoiler alert. No, everybody plug your ears. It's coming. Okay, so, but who's the gene pool? Who's the gene pool we put up there as a representative of the human?
So in this show, it's everybody.
I elect me.
I think the International Space Station.
Don't forget those guys. Me.
It's the beginning, don't you think? What's going? Oh no!
Don't worry about it. This guy right here. Put him on Mars. You know why? Because I am a Heinz 57.
Eric, I would totally vote.
I'm a Heinz
vote
57.
for you.
I have so many ethnicities in me that I would be a good candidate.
I would vote for him. I'd vote for you too, George. Out of the three of us, the only guy I'd leave behind is me.
So put the ocean up there on Mars, and I want to be able to spearfish and surf. Can I spearfish and surf up there?
As far as we know, there's no fish yet.
Yeah.
But they'll eventually...
Okay, never mind. Put
the
somebody
idea,
else.
though, is to get water
AJ,
up there.
We're going to put you up there because we need a balanced yin-yang
No, I'm
Zen
not going to
guy up
Mars,
there.
bro. I'm not going to Mars.
We need you up there.
No. I'm going to stay here and curate my record collection. That's my job for the rest of my life. I mean, I do think I have a shot at living to 237 years old.
You think so?
Yeah.
What are you gonna Hey, what would you look like at 237?
I think after like 90, you look the same.
Yeah, and then it doesn't matter anymore?
I think after a while, you look the same.
The canyons just get deeper.
But
the penis shrivels just that much more.
your balls drop.
Balls drop even further. Now they're at your knees. Oh, man. Sorry, Adam.
No.
AJ, we have to do that.
You don't have to apologize.
It's going to take me a while to call you AJ. And
That's
I'm not,
okay.
I'm just
Good.
being honest with you,
Hey,
dude.
he said Adam was fine.
Okay.
That's okay. You know why, Eric? Because we're falling in love with each other. Only people that really love me call me AJ. So we're new friends
You
practically.
don't love him. He did take me
No,
out
he
to
does.
lunch. Okay. And then
damn you.
we have to do a movie.
How dare you disrespect
And then a
our
couple
guests
more
like
dates, and then we have to make out in the car, and then all that stuff. Okay,
right,
we're
you
getting
went
there.
too far.
And then I'm gonna
good.
go.
And Adam's good too. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Just I know that we're tight when you guys start calling me AJ without even thinking.
Okay, so AJ has decided that the fate of humanity is Mars.
No, it's one possibility.
One possibility. Okay,
That was the thing. There's a lot of different ways this can go, bro.
and we can arm wrestle over whose DNA is going to be put up there, right? You know who I think should be up there is autistic people. You know why?
They're geniuses.
They're geniuses, and they
Yeah.
don't give two fucks about all this bullshit that's going on the internet and social media, and this is right and that's right. They don't fucking care. They just want things to be this, and they're focused on it, and they don't want to bother people, and they don't want to control and run people. They just want to do their thing and be good at it.
I have a very good friend with an autistic son.
That's my son,
You really?
and me too.
Really?
Yes,
Well,
I'm undiagnosed, but
What's like? I don't know the levels, but this kid's
High functioning.
super.
Look, dude. Let me tell you something, okay? I'm not an expert on this, but all the years I've put into it, I feel like I can comment on this subject in dealing with my son and myself. It is the engineers and the doctors and these brilliant people that can't, like Albert Einstein, that just they don't suffer from their condition. They suffer other people and their bullshit. They just want to do their thing. It's like, dude, I don't need to have my fucking lunch money taken. I don't need to be beat up in the hallway. I don't need to be harassed and ridiculed because I'm wearing a tie that looks stupid. Okay? They're like,
Did that happen to you, Eric?
no, but
Do you still have your tie?
no, because Socians are brawlers. So, but there's guys out there that are highly intelligent that are not brawlers, and they're not going to stand up for themselves, and they're not going to, the point being is they are just not wired the same way. That's all it is. But I'll tell you what, they'll fucking blow your socks off with their abilities up here. So,
I completely agree. I think they're higher level. It's, like people are saying as we progress, and Elon Musk has talked about, neural, forget what they call it, where he's going to put a little microchip in your brain.
I forgot.
it goes right here.
Right?
Yeah, just
So
right here behind the ear, and they're gonna go in
To
there
me-
and it'll interface, and yeah.
to me, autistic people are already at that level. They're at a higher level. They don't need to communicate like we do. They're more. It's more sensitive. They're more emotional. They're more of all the things that are going to make us better as we progress.
So
You watched a TED Talk on that, right? Remember a long time ago we talked about that before we were on YouTube doing these silly videos?
do you think that it's like a rough draft of what the future is?
Yeah. I feel, this. I feel the similar thing to Romeo when I'm around Romeo, and you've been around Romeo. Romeo's my standard poodle. He doesn't talk. He understands every single word I say. The whole thing like dogs know 100 words or 200 words. This dude knows everything I say. The biggest thing, and this is the main thing with all people that are the most successful with not being autistic or whatever you said, registered autistic or whatever. The biggest thing with the common denominator is they don't give a fuck.
I know.
Right?
Yep.
And Romeo doesn't give a fuck.
Yep.
He loves you, but whatever nonsense you're talking to him, which is just human BS, he just knows the important stuff in life, and I feel the same way about my friend's son whenever I'm around him. I don't know, like he plugs his ears when there's loud sounds. He's fascinating. The guy's fascinating. And that's all I feel like, and the similar thing is, first of all, his mom is world's best mom. He's got both. His parents are unbelievable. I hold them so dear to my heart. Brand new friends of mine that have really taken me in my life in the last couple of years, which has been trying to say the least. They've been wonderful. Anyway, they're the parents of this son, Liam, who actually just graduated high school. And there's something about him. What him and Romeo have in common is, I tell this to everybody, Romeo is way smarter than me, right? He's got everything I have. He lives in my house. He sleeps in his bed, my bed, wherever he wants to sleep. He gets fed. He's totally well taken care of, but he doesn't have to go to work. Mm-hmm. He's way smarter than I, right?
Does he count pennies when you're at work?
Maybe. And I feel like Liam is the same.
Did you trade him before
Liam's
your
got
clothes?
the best parents taking care of him. So, he seems like a really happy guy. And he's I think he's 15 or 16. His father built him a swing in the backyard, and he loves swinging. And if you think about that, right, everybody always says, like, you need to be in touch with your youth, and how to stay young. And the fact that he swings on it like he's 6 years old, and you guys, I don't know when the last time you were on a swing. I haven't been on one in a long time, but you know how it feels, right? It's free. It's awesome. And it's
a sensory experience,
right? And it's just awesome that he's so in touch with it. It's so simple and smart, It's beyond our minutia.
Yeah, you said it earlier. There's the hypersensitivity to sensation, and usually people on spectrum have to be stimulated in ways that are repetitive. Like I always sit there and I go like this,
Or you make loud noises.
I make loud noises, yes, and I shout and scream.
Exactly.
No, but like just even doing this, there's this motion and tapping your knee, and it's that motion. There's a sensory thing going on there, self-stimulation in a way.
So even just laying in bed and shaking your knee, or your leg, your foot,
constantly
anything.
masturbating, self-stimulating. Yep.
That must really suck for you, Eric.
No, it's great. It feels good.
Okay. Man. So what's the future?
Masturbating all day.
For you. What about for everybody else?
Have you guys tried virtual reality glasses?
No.
Yeah.
I have.
You have?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, have you seen those videos of, people who try them on and they're doing their little exercise or their little game and they actually fall over because it feels real? You're really in it. That's what it feels like. And I haven't fallen over, but, in the game's moving for you. The only thing that you control is maybe the arms, but not the legs. But if, when you look around, not yet. Yeah. But when you look around, it's like, oh, I'm in this game, and it's like a full, view.
Yeah, I've heard stories about that, about how people can get disoriented and get dizzy because it's almost like so engaging.
It's almost like you put on a fresh new pair of glasses. and you put it on, you feel like you're in this
I'm
new
afraid
world.
of it, man.
Yeah, I'm afraid of it too. That's why I never put one on after that experience, because you put it on and you're like, whoa, and if the graphics are good enough, you're almost convinced like this is a new reality, and as you start moving, you feel your body just start kind of like, oh, shit.
Ready Player One. Did you see that?
Love that movie.
Okay,
Love it.
that's the future of humanity.
I don't think so, man.
Yeah,
Right now it is.
I hope not.
No.
I don't think so. See,
Okay, so here's what you have to do, AJ. You and I and your boy over here. I'm getting used to all these new wonderful names. So,
Welcome
is that
to
what
the
we call
future.
you, Jor Boy?
He goes off my
Jorge.
Instagram handle.
Jorge.
It was Jorboy, then
When
you
I
were-
first met you, I called you Jorge, but
Yeah.
then everybody else was calling you George.
Yeah, that's why I go by George.
He was
because
having an
everybody says
identity
George.
crisis, but he's over it.
No, it's because
he
everybody
embraces
calls me
all
George.
cultures now.
Everybody
Jorge.
calls me
So
George.
he's no longer racist.
But people
So-
who call me Jorge are the people that love me.
Ah,
That's how you feel about AJ.
Okay, George. So anyhow,
That's the end of that.
Jorge. So anyways, Ready Player One. So the reason why I think we're going down that road is because we're already there. We just have to put just a little bit more technology into it. So our purpose is to keep it organic, and that's why we're having this.
Don't you think, and this is getting back to what I was saying about how there's so many beautiful ideas of what the future can bring. Ready Player One's a warning sign, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about all those sci-fi movies.
Yeah,
Is they're
that's what they're for.
like, hey guys,
this
here-
is what
here's-
we don't want.
here's the potential outcome. It's
Yeah.
it's almost like the future readers. They're maybe they tapped into one of the infinite number of possible realities that exist on our XYZ coordinate. And they said, hey, we've seen this one, and this is what happens here, and we've seen this one, that's what happens there, and we're bringing it to you in this story because our vision is actually a connection into that particular reality, and we've brought it back to you, and we're showing it to you, and you have to take this seriously. We don't want to go down this path, and here's why.
Would you don't you think this is how I like to believe the future's going? Is that no matter how good virtual reality is, right? No matter how good the virtual sex, whatever, doll or person, whatever, however way it works, no matter how good that is, we're progressing as it's all going, right? Like the whole Matrix thing. I don't buy it, man. I buy that the human condition is stronger and more powerful than everything, and that we're just progressing. And no matter how good virtual reality is, it's just going to make us that much more sensitive to real touch of a woman. I think I like to believe that. I can't believe that virtual of anything is going to be better than the real thing.
So what do you think when someone says, oh, we're living in a simulation?
Yeah, I don't buy it. But I believe in God. So I'm weird.
A divine creator?
Yeah.
I think most people do.
What do you think about deja vu?
I think that is your fate aligning with where you're supposed to be.
Interesting.
I think it's like the parallel universe, aligning to go, yep, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. It's living in the moment, basically. It's catching up to the moment.
Do you think the same God exists in these other parallel universes, or is it a different God?
Well,
Mono or poly?
it's bigger than that. God's not an old white man with a beard or a black Jesus.
You just ruined my fantasy.
What's that? Yeah, I'm going to crush your fantasy. Dude, haven't we just spent, I don't know how long we've been doing this. How long have we been doing this? 45 minutes. Wow. We've been talking about 45 minutes of basically how stupid we are.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
God, the word God,
Yep.
universe.
Yep. Remember those characters on Sesame Street?
Yeah.
Yep. Were they aliens?
It's undefinable. It's way bigger than anything that we can all talk about or write down in a book.
See, if you look over there, AJ, that right there is a transport to the Orion Nebula. So all you have to do is just align your harmonic frequencies with those rings that are right there, and you will be at the nebula. That's your wormhole. That's how you get there. Boop. Brrr.
Will
I
it
love
work if
that,
I
dude.
tickle it?
Okay. So there you go. And
that.
that is powered by God.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't buy it.
We're all brand new, man.
You don't have to buy it. You just have to believe it.
We're only 5,000 years old.
Unless
right?
you got $100,000. You got
old.
$100,000. I'll take it.
About 6,000 years old.
Right?
Yeah.
That's nothing.
I am not 6,000 years old. I am like 40
Nah,
something.
you know what I'm saying. The humans.
I know. I'm just adding some stupid humor because
The Asians are 6,000
it's
years
wanna-
old. We're all part of them. They're the first, right? The Asians.
Yes. The Asians are the first.
That's why the
I thought the Africans were the first.
yin yang and Eastern philosophy.
Oh, I
kills
hear a
me.
fight coming on. Who was first, the Asians or the Africans?
The Asians, Eric.
Was it the Asians?
Yeah.
Is it?
They might have been at the same time. Maybe it's just north and south. It's
So
an
Africa
their
was
skin color is an
virtually
environment thing, right?
Untouched.
Yeah, skin color can come
That's
from
all
the
it is.
environment and the diet.
That's all it is.
Kind of like when a sheep head is
it
all
changed-
red because it eats urchins.
It changes everything.
yeah.
Altitude changes your skull size, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're all the same. That whole ridiculous conversation about race is just ridiculous, right? We know that. It's ridiculous.
It's not about race. It's about
It's
who
ridiculous.
you are as a
dude.
person and your what's important to you. Is it important to you to be a good human being out there with other people?
Well,
Or is it important to you to go and create conflict and separation and all these other negative attributes of humanity that are less than favorable?
that's where yin yang is the
Yeah,
best, right?
exactly.
Who's to say what's good and bad?
Everything's a matter of perspective.
And that's the fascinating thing of humanity is that I love American Indian culture. I love African culture. I love that if you were living a simple life without any intrusion, it's nature at its finest. If you could just live off the land like that, it's the most peaceful thing ever. But there's a reason that it didn't happen, and now we can't go back. There's a reason we can't go back. And I'm like, I've been listening to a lot of your podcasts and I love the conversation. A couple of them where you guys talk about Armageddon or, like Jorge, what I love about
You love him.
I do. That he's willing to just give up, right? And that's the most Zen thing you can be, is bend with the wind, where
Surrender.
surrender.
Surrender is the most
We
difficult
can't go
thing
back.
to do.
You can't put gunpowder away. You can't put science away, and all of that has benefited us. And now it's this mess of ideology and old religion mixing with science. It's crazy. But what's good is the internet's the video recording, right? When that started, where we can actually document and go, this is what 1986 looked like, or this is what even 1947 looked like, right? We've got film of that. So that's interesting that we've now can document it moving forward. But even that, like whenever film was invented in the 30s, right? I think. I mean, you're only talking 90 years. That's nothing, bro.
Good historians.
That's nothing, right? But at least we have like records now where we're just, it's an awakening. We're getting into the next part of humanity. I love the concept of the computers are going to take over and that we're going to all, I mean, I get that. Like,
We are the computers.
yeah, that's cool. I'm okay. I used to be freaked out and afraid of it. Now I don't care. And maybe that's when I say that I'm going to live to 237, maybe that's how that's going to happen. Maybe I'm going to live till I'm 90, and then I'm going to turn into some sort of cyber human. You know,
what was that
Cyborg.
character on the Flash, Lamont or whatever?
Cyborg?
Yeah, he was kind of like that. He was kind of like a cyborg.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah,
And then
Half human, half cyborg.
he finally found that
Yep.
yeah.
metahuman that was he could transfer himself into.
Yeah, just upload your.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not worried
Your
about
mind.
it. I'm like my bro Jorge says. I'm not worried about it.
You know
I'm
what?
not.
I'm just going to stay positive
Yeah.
and love everybody.
Think about all the things
Exactly.
that we use technology for and how intimately invested and connected to it we already are.
And don't stop listening to music.
Yeah.
Music is the common language of humans.
It is the beauty of the universe.
Everybody
Guess what? We're gonna cut it and we're gonna continue this another time. We've got more. And Adam, thank you for coming on.
You're welcome. It was awesome.
And I would love
Thank
to do
you
it
for
again.
having me. I love you guys. Bros.
Broskies!
Same.